So welcome to Raleigh, Durham, to the Hindu Society, and for joining us on Radio Nyra. My name is Davina Ray.
Davina Ray.
And I'll just be asking you some questions.
Lovely.
About the book. So what has been the reaction from the international community with this book? Have you received any pushback, any resistance from anyone?
See, even for my previous book and this book, a lot of people in the leftist media, they call it's a hagiography, if you know the term. Hagiography means that when you write something only in the praise of someone, right? But again, the counter-wise, with the reception, with the readers was so high. So I've written 7 books. 4 of them are bestsellers. My 3 previous bestsellers became bestsellers in 3rd month or 4th month, right? It takes time, right? You advertise, you do launches, and you get a bestseller tag based on sales. Amazon ranking is largely on sales. It's not a critical ranking, right? You know, when this book became bestseller, this became bestseller on 13th day. And this was like surprise for me. Even the Hindi copy, like Hindi buyers are not very internet kinds, right? They buy it from the store. Even the Hindi title became bestseller on 14th, 15th day. I was surprised. Daily I get like some 20, 30 tweets with a copy of the book. I got my copy. And I retweet all of them. If you see my Twitter line, you'll see like moms are buying, senior people are buying, young boys are buying. So right, I'm saying when the reception is so good, I don't even care. I don't even care what the other people are saying. This is my 6th day in the United States. This country is treating me very well. And the first day, I clicked a picture. The second day, with a lot of supporters in the front of the Statue of Liberty. That photo got super viral, right? We are holding the placard of the book, and we are standing. Couple of us are standing Hindus in front of the Statue of Liberty. And the second photo that got viral was the one where we are singing, "Jo Ram ko laaye hain, hum unko laayenge." Have you heard this song? It's getting very popular. Right? We sang in front of Times Square and that video went viral. And the third photo which went viral yesterday was when we couple of us stood in front of Capitol Hill holding the placards, right, of the book. So I think we are getting huge reception. If there are noises outside, I don't even care.
That's wonderful. So what do you think is Yogi's main USP? Why do you think he's so successful? Is it his management style? What is his unique selling point?
I think when I presented about the book, I told a couple of things and I encapsulate and revise it again. First thing, his personal non-corruptibility, right? He's not doing it for the luxury cars or the house or his own wealth management. He's doing it for the people of Uttar Pradesh, for the people of India. That's one. Second thing, he's being a member of parliament from last 5 terms. So he has a huge governance experience. So that governance experience, and you know, when he became the parliamentarian in 1998, who is he learning his politics from? From Atal Bihari Vajpayee, from Lal Krishna Advani, from Sushma Swaraj, from Pramod Mahajan. Likes of that, those, he's learning his politics from. His own guru, Mahant Davina was a 3-time parliamentarian, right? Kinds of Ashok Singhal was joining his sannyas ceremony. So he's learning his culture, he's learning his Sanatana Dharma from a revered tradition like Gorakhnath Math, and he's also learning the governance from the kinds of the name I told, right? For my previous book, the foreword was written by Dr. David Frawley. Do you know this name? Yeah. Dr. David Frawley, he lives in this country, I think in New Jersey, I don't know where he lives. He lives in this country. And he got a Padma Bhushan. He has a Sanatani name, Pandit Vamadeva Shastri. He has written the foreword for my first book. And one line he mentioned was amazing, that among all the politicians available in India, Yogiadityanath is most trained in Indian culture and tradition, right? So when that person comes to polity, and this is his USP, amazing understanding of Sanatani culture and history, and understanding the governance process. When it couples together, then you get transformation. Yeah.
So how has writing this book changed you? It's a story about change and transformation on many levels, a state, perceptions in society. How has it changed you?
I think first I'll tell you how it changes my life, right? My routine.
As an author.
Also. Yeah. So I told you, right, that I've wrote 7 books, right? And this was my book number 4, right? Before that, for the 3 books before that, they never called me author. Right? Once the previous book became famous, in fact this is my previous book. Yeah, when this became famous, they started calling me author, right? And they started calling me to literature festivals. If you know this very famous literature festival in India, in fact, it's the biggest literature festival in the world. Do you know the name? No, not Jaipur Dialogue. Yeah, you're close. Jaipur Literature Festival. Right? Jaipur Dialogue started in counter to that. So Jaipur Literature Festival is a very pro left, liberal, but they call people like me just to show that, oh, we are so neutral, right? So yeah. So when I sat on the high stage, and I was pitted against Mayawati's biographer, and like, if you sit on the stage of Jaipur Literature Festival, like J.K. Rowling's and all come there, right? Harry Potter's author. So then I kind of arrived as author, and when I went back to my place, Delhi, I started getting TV appearances, right? Like I started getting TV shows, and from 2017, by the time I did 5 TV shows in my life, right? And today, you know how many shows I have done? 4,000 in the last 5 years. I do almost three, four shows a day.
That's very impressive.
No, it's like the calculation is very. I do 3 a day, right? So in a year, I do almost 1,000 shows. So 4 years, 4,000 shows. And I have done like 6 shows while I'm in this country, getting up morning, like matching time zones, right? In fact, when I was taking Amtrak from New York to Boston, I did a show with Arnab. And Arnab saying, "Where are you? What is this?" I said, "I'm traveling from," and I'm talking to students in Harvard. I did like 7, 8 shows. So this is what has changed my life. But again, I think seeing his hard work, seeing his proprietary, seeing his dedication to the work, I think that made me very dedicated and very honest to whatever I'm doing, right? And see, let's say when I'm writing this book, from last 1 year, literally I have not done anything else. No economic activity, no family functions, because you can't write these books by the way, right? Like, this is not a weekend flirting you can do, right? This is like, you have to travel a lot, you have to spend a lot of resources, you have to park yourself in Lucknow, finding a lot of information, countering on the field. I've been to almost 40 districts. So all of that, right? So yeah, it has made me a very hardworking, far more honest person when I see, because when you see someone like this, you get inspired, right? That, yeah, when he's doing it, I'm just writing it, right? I'm just documenting what he's doing. So let me be as honest, as hardworking, and let me be at least 10% as hardworking as he is. So that all changed in my life in the last 5 years. And that made me come to this country, which is the first time I'm traveling here.
So you've mentioned something like a metric or an index called the ease of doing business. How did you measure that, first of all, and how do you think this book can capitalize in attracting foreign direct investment more to Uttar Pradesh?
Beautiful question, and good that you pointed it out, because I missed talking about it. So ease of doing business is a parameter which is calculated, started by World Bank, and it was at country level, that in which country investment and doing business is easy. When Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister, India's ranking was some 140 or something. In every year, it kept on increasing, and now we are in top 50. The country India, right? Now I'm not talking about Uttar Pradesh. What Narendra Modi did, he started doing that ranking in India also with the same parameters, right? And once you start ranking, then it starts naming and shaming. Then it starts taking pride. So when a Telangana or Andhra Pradesh or Gujarat or Maharashtra comes first, they do an event for that, right? And the whole world knows about it, right? And all this while, till 2017, Uttar Pradesh was what, 14th, 15th, right? This is the parameter we don't even talk about. Uttar Pradesh cannot be like in this parameter. These are for like Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu for the state of the world, not for Uttar Pradesh, right? And come 2019, Uttar Pradesh becomes second in India. And people were like getting goosebumps, like, Uttar Pradesh, ease of doing business? Like, oh, okay, is it like true? Did we rig it? Right? And then you realize like a lot of processes got changed. That the way I explained you the PDS thing, that's not easy. Getting Aadhaar seeding for 14 crore people, training 80,000 ration shop owner to use that machine, and making sure all of this technology runs in rural Uttar Pradesh where electricity was a problem then. Similarly, a lot of businesses processes got changed, how single window clearance should be given. So now when Uttar Pradesh is number 2, I think that's an amazing opportunity for entrepreneurs here, for businessmen here, Indian and American both, to go back to Uttar Pradesh and invest there, do business there. I'll tell you an example. During COVID, high COVID second wave, when a lot of companies were moving from China, you know, right? A lot of companies moved out of China, and Samsung, is one of the biggest display unit. And you know where did it move? It moved to Nyra, Uttar Pradesh. and yogiadityanath government built a 22-kilometer electricity line in 3 months just for that plant, because that plant was a little away and there was no high tension electricity there. In 3 months, just for that plant to happen, they built. I'm sure if some of your engineers, you can imagine 22-kilometer new fresh electricity line is no joke, right? So yeah, that's Uttar Pradesh for you now. Yeah, which was known for kidnapping, mafia, cheating. It's known for now ease of doing business.
So I think that's all from us, from Radio Nyra. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for asking such smart questions, which
Thank you for
I
your
missed in my
time.
original. Thank you. Thanks a lot.